Screen modes control how your artboards and artwork are displayed in the Illustrator interface. Changing screen modes can be helpful when you're displaying your artwork to someone for approval, such as a client or your boss. Let's take a look at the different screen modes that are available inside of Illustrator. I'm beginning this video with the screenmodes.ai file already open on my computer. And we can see that in the artboards panel, I have 4 different artboards that I've created, each with a different version of the pluralist logo that I'd like to present to my client. Now in the Tools panel, there's a Screen Modes button that you can see way down here at the bottom of the Tools panel. And this will look slightly different if you're in the single column mode, so I encourage you to change your single column mode to the double column view. And you'll notice that if you click on that button, you're presented with a total of 3 different choices. Now, by default, that is basically the Illustrator interface as you see here. We have the application bar and control panel, the tools panel, and the panel dock over here. Now, if I choose full screen mode with menu bar, you're going to notice that the top of the interface changes a little bit. Let me go back to that so you can see this. You can see that the top portion of this gets truncated. And we'll go ahead and choose full screen mode with menu bar. We still have a couple of the choices in the application bar, but it's kind of collapsed to show me a little bit fewer options. Now, the third option is the full screen mode. And that literally hides the majority of the Illustrator interface. You can see, with the exception in my case of the rulers. So if you wanted to, you could press Command R on Mac or Control R on Windows to hide those rulers. Now you will notice that in this viewing mode, if you move your cursor to where the toolbar used to be, it will pop up so you can access all of your tools. And if you move your cursor to the right side, you'll get the panel dock displayed so that you can see more of the options that are available. Now, in addition, you can also still navigate from one artboard to the next. Down here in the lower left corner, you can use the previous and next buttons to go from one artboard to the next to show to your client. Now, the other way that you can change between your screen modes is to simply press the F key on your keyboard, the letter F. So when I press the letter F, that toggles between all the different screen modes. So right now I'm in the normal mode. If I press it again, it'll go into the next screen mode. And if I press it again, it'll go into the third screen mode. So you can easily toggle between those modes by simply pressing the letter F on your keyboard. Now the only exception to that rule would be if you were currently inside of some text, and that would of course type the letter F in that text box. So keep that in mind, but for the most part, pressing the letter F will easily toggle between these 3 different screen modes. Simple yet definitely helpful, screen modes make it easy to present your artwork without the distracting elements of the Illustrator interface.